Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Communities Committee held in Townley County Hall and online on the 18th of April 2023. I'd like to remind and welcome members that this is the first hybrid meeting of the Communities Committee and remind all attendees that this meeting has been recorded and webcast live on the Council's YouTube channel. I've agreed that members can join remotely, and could I remind all remote attendees to mute their microphones when not speaking, and please raise your electronic hand should you wish to speak. Please do not speak during items unless I invite you to speak. For members present, please raise your hand if you wish to speak, and I'll try and catch your attention. Obviously, this is all new to me, so we'll take it from there. So if we start the meeting with a wee sort of appreciation for Craig Eason, our Service Leader of Environmental and Consumer Protection, who is retiring from his post on June. His last working day is the 19th of May. Craig has been with Angus Council and Angus District Council for 31 years and also trained as an environmental health officer with Angus District Council in 1980. So after 43 years, he's definitely done his time. Trading standards and environmental health teams always had a close working and social relationship over the years, and Craig has been at the centre of that. When he took on the role of service leader, he had already had a very good knowledge of trading standards, both the people and the functions. However, he made the effort to integrate with the teams and attended training events and did work shadowing. Combining the two services was made easier by the shared regulatory purpose of protection of consumers and supporting local businesses, which Craig had years of experience in. Craig has been a well-respected colleague to many, approachable, with a can-do attitude, and will be missed by all. We wish Craig a healthy and happy retirement. Councillor Fairweather.
Thank you, Convener. Craig, I wish you all the very. Any time that I've contacted you, you were always first class, and you always came back. Right, you always came back to me, and you always had the answers. So thank you very much. Right, and enjoy your retirement.
Thanks for that, David.
Councillor Proctor.
Thank you very much, Convener. I just mirror what Councillor Fairweather said, Craig, and I remember you helped me out on numerous occasions with questions and problems, and I'd like to thank you for all your work you've done with the council and wish you a long and happy retirement.
Thanks very much, Ronnie.
Councillor Stewart.
Yeah, just the same as what everybody else is saying. I've worked with Craig a lot of dealings in the last 5 years, and it's always been a pleasure. He's always been very helpful. So, I mean, whoever jumps into your shoes has got a big role to play, but, you know, enjoy your retirement. You deserve it.
Thanks very much, Tommy, and I'm always sorry I couldn't do more about the seagulls for you, but that's one of these things.
Thank you, Councillor Proctor, Fairweather and Stewart. And I've seen everybody in the room here, as well as those online, all nodding with those sentiments. So thanks, Craig, for your sterling work over the years.
Thanks, much appreciated.
Okay, we move on to the agenda. Do we have any apologies or substitutes?
Yes, Convener, we've got apologies from Councillor Fotheringham with Councillor Wan substituting. Councillors Cowdy, Fairweather, Proctor, Louise Nicholl, Scott, Stewart and Councillor Wan have all joined the meeting remotely, and all other of the committee are present in the chamber.
Thank you. Fiona, have we got any declarations of interest or statements of transparency? Councillor Wan.
Yeah, it's more a statement of transparency. It's on item 4, 9423 on the revocation of closing orders. I had contact from the flat owner at 5C. It was just an inquiry I made to planning on his behalf, so I'll stay for any vote or discuss as needed.
Okay, any others? No. Okay, we move on to the minute of the previous meeting. Submit for a record of approval. Is that agreed? Agreed. Okay, and we go on to item 4, the revocation of closing orders, pages 7 and 8 of our papers. Any comments on that or any questions? Okay, no comment. Oh, Councillor Devine.
Thanks, Convener. I was just wondering if we wanted to get in touch with any of the people on the Access Forum, is there some way we can do that? If there's a particular aspect, where do you get the contacts?
I think you're one agenda item ahead, Lynn, Councillor Devine. But we'll remember that for the next one. So there's no questions on that agenda item there. So we'll move on to Lynn's question on the Access Forum update. Does anyone else have any questions or comments on that one as well?
I'll put on my microphone this time so that other people can hear. I was just wondering if we wanted to speak to anybody on the forum about a particular aspect, how do we find contact details?
Yes, I'm happy to pick that up. I can share details, all the details of the Access Forum members after the meeting.
So just to correct myself, with a flying start, agenda, we need to actually do the recommendation. It's recommended that the committee agrees to make an order revoking the closing order or orders relating to the Attic Flat 5C South Street, Arbroath. Do we agree to make the order? Right, thank you. And are there any further questions or comments on agenda item 5? Okay, do we agree the recommendations of agenda item 5? Okay, we move on to agenda item 6. It's the stopping up of part of the public road at Roundy Hill, Montefieth. It's pages 20 to 29 on our meeting papers. Does anybody have any questions or comments on this one? Okay. Okay. So we've got the 4 recommendations there. Do we agree the recommendations? Excellent. Thanks, everyone. Okay, agenda item 7 is Wardykes Primary School Arbroath traffic calming, pages 30 to 40 in your papers. Do we have any questions on this one? Any comments? Oh, okay. Nobody's giving me time to then get to the pages to see the. So we look at the recommendations. Do we agree the recommendations on agenda item 7? Oh, Councillor Fairweather, you want to come in there?
Yeah, thanks, convener. Right, just quickly, I do come back that way sometimes and walking the dog right to Eaty Woods. It is a very busy road. I think it's completely sensible. I don't know who the councillors were who put forward for this, but I certainly agree with them fully, and this will certainly help the safety to outside Wardykes School. So thank you for the councillor who brought that forward.
Wholeheartedly agree, Councillor Fairweather. Okay, do we agree the recommendations on agenda item 7? Okay, we move on to agenda item 8, which is the possible exclusion of the public and press. We're asked to consider in terms of Standing Order 28.2 whether the public and press should be excluded during consideration of the following items so as to avoid the disclosure of information which is exempt in terms of Part 1, Schedule 7A to the Local Government Scotland Act 1973. Do we agree to exclude the public and press from the following items?
John, if you stop the live stream, please.